Dear students, welcome to the third unit of Software Engineering. In Unit 2, you were introduced to software process, different process models, their weaknesses and strengths. In this unit, we will learn about a software system, project management concepts, software management teams, software management problems and techniques. Objectives of this unit are to develop an understanding of software system and an ability to plan a project, formulate a project development team, effectively manage the problems, and produce a product according to the specifications. We define the system as: a system is a collection of interrelated components that work together to achieve some objective. For example, we want to develop management information system of a hospital. This MIS system will consist of employee record, patient record, billing, and medicine record. Management of the hospital can determine the progress of the hospital from all this information and take necessary steps for improvement. A large software system needs to be managed efficiently and effectively. For this purpose, we go through the project management concepts. First of all, we look at the meaning of a project. A project is a set of activities to be performed within a certain time frame using defined resources. And the project management is the planning, monitoring, and control of the people, process, and events. Since the development of a computer software is a team activity, mostly projects require a large number of people to work for a relatively long period of time. Managing resources is an effective way to complete the project in time is a complex task, therefore it should be properly managed. Project management involves dealing with people, product, process and project, which are sometimes referred to as 4 Ps. People must be organized to perform software work effectively. Product scope and requirements must be understood by effectively communicating with the customer. A suitable software process must be selected having people and the product in consideration. Keeping in mind the complexity of work and the resources, the project must be planned in such a way that its completion may take place within the specified resources. These resources may be time, money, equipment, and people, etc. The project plan defines the process and tasks to be conducted, the people who will do the work, and the mechanisms for assessing risks, controlling change, and evaluating quality. A project plan is produced as management activities commence. Let's discuss 4 Ps of project management in detail: people, product, process, and project. We start our discussion with the people. The ability to form a team of good people is an important success factor for a software development team. The composition of the team members depends on the complexity of the project. Generally, 5 categories of people are involved. These are: number 1, senior managers; number 2, project managers; number 3, practitioner; number 4, customers; number 5, end users. We discuss them one by one. Number 1 is senior managers. These persons define the requirements of the business and the issues that can have significant influence on the project. To understand the concepts, consider a multimedia project for the development of course material containing CDs for distance learning students of a university. In this project, the job of senior managers is to identify the requirements for completion of project. These requirements may be equipment, concerned people, money, and time. The issues may be the chosen technology for the development of CDs. Since a variety of technologies are available to develop CDs, but for distance learning student, such a technology should be chosen that is easily available and supported by all types of computers. Another consideration in this aspect is that the chosen technology should have the capacity to develop a standard project that is compatible with any other related product developed in the market. An important issue may be to get the proper funding to fulfill the expenses. Delivery of error-free product is also an important issue. Time is also an issue in the sense that project is properly scheduled and the progress is according to the specifications so that the project is expected to be completed in time. Number 2, project managers. Plan, motivate, organize, and control the practitioners who develop the software. A project manager or team leader must have the ability to motivate people, organize processes in best possible manner, encourage ideas or innovation, solve problems, hold managerial identity, be achievement-oriented, and influence people and build team. In the case discussed above, the job of project managers is to make teams for the development of software, motivate people by recognition, incentives, providing them opportunities to take decisions themselves, give them authority and responsibility where possible. Number 3, developers. Provide technical skills necessary to engineer a product. In case of multimedia course development, case developers are the persons who have hands-on experience of different phases of development of course material CDs. There are different categories of developers possessing variable skills. For example, there are persons named writers, technical workers for converting the written material to animated form, workers for integration and testing of different components, etc. Number 4, customers are the people who specify the requirements for the software to be engineered. People having peripheral interest in the outcome can also be the customers. In the example discussed above, customers are the education experts who identify the requirements and specifications. Number 5, end users are the people who interact with the software once it is released for use. In our example, end users are the students to whom the CD is delivered for study purpose. Dear students, now we will discuss the software team structures in detail. The software team consists of people having variety of skills. Basically, 3 types of teams can be constituted. These are democratic decentralized, controlled decentralized, and controlled centralized. Democratic decentralized. Such types of teams do not have a permanent leader. The function of the team leader role is more that of a coordinator. The activities of such type of team leaders are: number 1, team representation with the project manager and other teams. It means representing the work performed by the team, problems encountered by the team members, and decisions taken by the team members. Number 2, coordination with the team members. It means helping them to speed up the progress of work. Number 3, handling administrative matters. Administrative matters may be preparing reports and schedules for project activities and monitoring work. Decisions in such type of teams are made by the whole team. All the team members sit together and discuss the problems that need immediate decisions to be taken. It means horizontal communication takes place. All the team members assume the responsibility for the decisions taken. An important thing in this aspect is that the team should comprise of all the senior and experienced persons. Now we discuss the other type of team, that is controlled decentralized. This type of software engineering team has a defined leader and secondary leaders. The job of team leader is to coordinate specific tasks, and the secondary leaders are responsible for sub-tasks. Problems are solved by the group discussion, but implementation of solutions is partitioned among subgroups by the team leader. Both horizontal and vertical communication takes place in such case. Subgroups communicate horizontally and the secondary leaders communicate with the team leader. Activities of team leader in such type of team are: number 1, assigning tasks and responsibilities to the team members. Number 2, supervising the work of the team members. Number 3, providing advice and guidance to the team members. Number 4, administrative and coordination activities. Such type of teams are suitable for mixed groups having junior and inexperienced as well as experienced developers. Third type of software development team is controlled centralized. In this type of team structure, team leader is responsible for problem solving and internal team coordination. Communication between the team leader and team members is vertical. There are a number of factors that should be considered when planning the structure of software engineering teams. These are: Number 1. The complexity of the problem to be solved. In our example, complexity of the problem is the required technology and skill. Number 2. The size of the software to be developed. In our example, it means the number of courses to be developed. Number 3. Time period for which the team is required to stay together. Number 4. The degree to which the problem can be divided. It means phases of project. For example, we divide our project in different phases. In each phase, we select certain courses to be developed. Number 5. The required quality and reliability of the system to be developed. In our example, the required quality would be standard material and design techniques used in CDs, and reliability would be the delivery of error-free material in CDs. Number 6. Extent to which the deadline is flexible. It means the time allocated for project is extendable or not. For example, if we have specified 1 year, we can extend it to 1.5 years or not. Number 7. The degree of communication required for the project. Degree of communication means that the project has issues to be discussed daily, or the problem is so clear that it rarely needs discussion. Because a centralized structure completes tasks faster, therefore simple problems can be easily handled. For difficult problems, decentralized teams generate better solutions. To achieve a high-performance team, team members must trust one another. The distribution of skills should be such that it adequately solves the problem. Now we discuss factors that lead to a worse situation. We will also discuss the remedial measures to overcome the problems. Number 1. A confused work atmosphere in which team members waste energy and lose focus on the objectives of the work to be performed. To avoid this, the project manager should be certain that the team has access to all information required to do the job, and the major goals and objectives, once defined, should not be modified unless absolutely necessary. In addition, bad news should not be kept secret, but rather delivered to the team as early as possible. This would allow timely remedial measures. Number 2. Frustration due to different factors. These factors may be personal, business, or technological. Frustration may be due to any of the factors discussed above, but one major factor is the lack of authority. To avoid this problem, team members should be given the responsibility for the task assigned to them, and they should have the authority to make decisions regarding their work. Number 3. Selection of improper procedure or process model to develop the software. To avoid the problems, select the process that suits well to the problem to be solved. Allow team members to choose the suitable process model for themselves and give them responsibility for the quality product to be produced. Number 4. Improper definition of duties for the team members. Software project managers should define roles and responsibilities for each person and should develop methods for assessment of the employees. If an employee fails to accomplish his duty, corrective actions should be taken to improve the performance. Number 5. Continuous and repeated exposure to failure that leads to a loss of confidence and a lowering of morale. Team-based techniques should be adopted for feedback and problem solving. Understanding the human differences is also important.